you're just staring
Because I don't have
me.
any sort of story, any sort of semblance of what even to say.
Well, we can talk about what happened earlier today.
What happened earlier?
I picked up a club, and I hit some balls.
Alyssa loves to hit balls.
This is true. So I haven't been golfing in maybe 10 years. The last time I went was when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I was visiting the parental homestead this weekend. And Hannah texted me and asked if I would like to join in a golfing session.
That is true.
Mainly to provide entertainment value for the group. As, again, I haven't swung a golf club in about 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, so normally I go with my brother and my dad, and it's not entertaining enough. And Alyssa, texted back and said she'd go golfing, but she said, to remind me, the last time she went, she hit a goose.
I did hit a goose. I got very angry.
And I said, perfect, I need some entertainment out on the course, so it'd be great if you came. And Alyssa told me today, majority of the reason why she came is so she could wear a vest.
No, I asked you what outfits you wear golfing, and you said sometimes I wear a vest, and I went, I'm in, because I have a vest, and I don't always get to wear it. So.
Right. Perfect excuse to wear a vest.
Excuse.
Yeah.
So, it went better than expected. I had about 3 balls go into the water, hit 3 in. One, though, was a solid drive.
Yeah, and it just happened to
veer right directly into
a
water.
pond.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But I also almost hit a bird.
I thought you hit one.
It almost hit the bird.
Okay.
It didn't actually hit the bird, but it was like
grazed it.
It grazed the bird, yes. And, I actually got a score the same as everyone else on one hole. We all got 5s.
I mean, the rest of the holes I graded you based on how I thought your participation effort was.
Yeah, how well I did.
And kind of like a scale system. I now realize that I graded you backwards because in golf, the higher the score, the worse.
Yes.
And I was grading you 8 for good effort when it should have been a 4.
Yes.
So...
That's fine.
I mean, I think you probably still got a lower score than what you would have gotten.
Oh, yeah, I got a 68.
I mean, golf is a hard sport. If you don't consistently play, it's very hard to get the technique down.
I mean, I did improve.
Right.
From the first hole to the end.
You did. And I thought it'd be fun to invite you out. I know how much you love balls. And I just thought, this is a good opportunity for you to really grab life by the balls.
Yes.
And just swing and go for it.
Yep. Just dive right in.
And get a hole in one.
Yep. I was a little disappointed I got a 68. Just a little.
If you would have just gotten one stroke.
If you would have just gave me one less participation point.
One more.
One more, yes.
Yeah.
If you had just given me one more participation point, it would have been fitting, I thought.
You should have aimed for that hole a little bit better.
I know. Sometimes you shoot and you miss. Not always gonna be perfect. Alright, we need to stop this.
Listen. Welcome.
What was...
Okay, let's start over.
No, we have to start with that. You just said, welcome.
Welcome. This is Research, Rank, Repeat.
I am your co-host, Alyssa.
And this is co-host Hannah.
We're here with some Southern belles. Oh god, okay, we can't.
I don't know why we're doing Southern... Well, okay. We're gonna be the most basic white girls we can today.
Yes. We probably should have gone for, the Valley Girl thing.
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
Yeah,
it's too late now.
It's too late now.
Anyways, we messed up.
We're getting white girl wasted today.
On some White Claws.
And that's the episode. There's no build-up, just this is what's happening.
Claws out, paws out.
Yep. Hashtag white girl.
Yeah.
Basic bitch stuff.
I mean, this was a very last-minute decision.
Yeah, you texted me, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, we should do White Claws. And I said, yeah, sounds good.
And I went to Meijer and bought 36 White Claws. I had to buy 3 12-packs to get all the flavors they have.
We're doing every flavor that
Yeah.
is available.
Well, every flavor
in
that
the
they
variety
had
packs.
at our local Meijer.
We're also not doing what's the Surge
The
White
Surge, and there's a tea. There's a couple iced
Claw?
tea
Yeah,
ones.
we're doing just basic hard seltzer White Claws.
I believe there's 11 flavors.
I think that's...
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
And I also didn't get them out ahead of time to tell you, run through all the flavors, but
Yes.
that's okay. We don't need to.
We don't need to. There's... On a whim, you know? As
Yeah.
most things with this podcast go.
Last minute.
Do them on a whim.
Last ditch effort.
Yes.
I'm just going to do a little background.
All right.
So White Claw Hard Seltzer was introduced in 2016.
That sounds
So
about right.
Only 4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
which makes sense because it was coming around when we were in college already.
Right around the end of college, yeah.
Yeah. It originated in Ireland, specifically Dublin. Love
I did
that.
not drink a White Claw while I was in Dublin,
Well,
but
So
it
surprised.
was more on the Guinness train there. But
Right.
good to know that it originated in Dublin.
Yep. So it's a blend of seltzer water, gluten-free alcohol base, and fruit flavor. It was sort of designed as a
Alternative for people who can't, because you can't drink beer if you're
right, but
gluten
also
yeah.
like a healthy alternative because it's supposed to be very low calories
Right.
as well.
That makes sense.
You know.
Yes.
So it's the same creator as Mike's Hard Lemonade, which
That doesn't surprise me.
was basically all I drank my freshman year of college.
Yeah, you had like one and you were like, whoa.
Yeah, I basically got buzzed a little drunk off of one Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Which is a little sad.
Yeah.
I think I've maybe had 2 Mike's Hard Lemonades in my entire life. I had one at a tailgate like my freshman year of college, and then maybe one other one at a party, and I was like, too sweet, not
Yeah.
for me.
I mean, I don't think I've drinking Mike's Hard since freshman year. Maybe I had like 1 or 2 since then,
Yeah, maybe.
but I would never go out and buy it now.
Certainly not.
Yeah. White Claw is the top selling hard seltzer in the US. It controls about 60% of that market.
Really?
Specifically in the
60%?
United
Okay.
States, yep.
Is it Truly? Would that be the next one?
I'm not sure. I didn't
Okay.
actually look up. I probably should have, but I didn't look up the rest of
Because
them.
like I certainly knew people who got Truly.
Yeah. But now every company is like making their own seltzer.
It's like Bud Light has a
Yeah.
seltzer.
And
yeah,
even
like,
it's a local, kind of more of a local one, but Blake's.
oh yeah, Blake's
they now
right.
make
Yeah,
seltzer.
they're doing seltzers as well. Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of places are starting to get into it. But so because it's so popular in the US, it actually led to a shortage for a while.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, they had to like ramp up production because it was
it became so
Yeah.
popular.
and in 2019 the total revenue was $1.5 billion,
That doesn't surprise me.
which is kind of crazy.
The thing that's interesting about White Claws or just hard seltzers in general is they're very easy to drink.
Right.
Like you could drink multiple and like not have any issues with it, and
Yeah.
that's probably why they sell so much because
It's
yes,
interesting because I would never go to the store and buy White Claw.
I
Very rarely.
only have specifically for like parties.
Right.
I wouldn't myself go buy White
Yeah.
Claws.
White Claw, I guess I consider more of those drinks where if I'm at a party or if I'm at
Yeah.
somewhere and someone's like, hey, do you want a White Claw? I'm like, sure.
Right. Like last year for 4th of July, since we
Yeah.
didn't like do anything specific, our brother and his fiance came over during the day, and we just drank like White Claws and some other beverages, and then I think you and Mom got home and we
Yep.
continued to drink
Yep.
White Claw, but we bought White Claw for that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we watched our neighbor's yard almost burn down because
Yes.
of firework mishap.
It was great.
But regardless, yeah. So that's
Unimportant.
that's just some White Claw facts. We're gonna get into it. Like I said, I did not get them all out ahead of time to run through the flavors, but we're gonna go through each one and then we'll rank them anyways.
Yes.
So
Now the thing that'll be interesting is White Claws themselves are not super flavorful.
right, I'm wondering if we're
it's
gonna
more
have
of
a
a
hard time distinguishing.
Right, because it's more of like a subtle flavoring. Not that it like White Claws aren't. I wouldn't consider
not
them
bad.
bad because, like, for instance, LaCroix is so nasty to me. Normal, just like seltzer water, I can't stand it.
Yeah.
It's so gross. But I don't have a problem with this.
It'll be interesting too because I think I've only had like 4 or 5 of these flavors.
Okay.
Some of these are newer.
I've certainly had multiple flavors. I don't remember which ones I've had and which ones I haven't.
And
Is
this
my thing.
podcast is sponsored by Dixie Cups. We will be drinking our White Claws out of Dixie Cups. It's not actually sponsored by Dixie Cups.
We're not sponsored, but hey, if you want to join every other company we want to get sponsors from, that we never
Still
will.
looking for Tito's.
Yeah.
All right.
We're open.
So the first White Claw is going to be tangerine, which I've never had tangerine.
I think I've had it once.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, and Mom's pulling in.
Oh, okay. Well, this is fine.
It's fine.
Hey, maybe she'll want a White Claw.
Maybe.
Post-work White Claw.
Well, she has to work tomorrow, so.
Oh, well, she gets. It's a post-work White Claw. Get a little Dixie cup full of White Claw. You know,
Okay.
It's all good. Can you hear
Cheers to
that fizzle.
good health.
Yep.
Not really.
Now, see, tangerine doesn't essentially have a flavor.
It doesn't really taste
there
like
really
much.
isn't much of a
It
flavor.
almost
there.
tastes like if you just had a glass of water and like squeezed a little tangerine juice.
It's
in there.
almost like bitters. It's got a little bit of a bitter taste, but it's not anything strong.
I knew Mom was gonna pull in as soon as we started.
I know, that's how it always goes.
All right, so we'll be back in about an hour and a half.
I know. We always get started early on these days. Sometimes we it's
Right,
10:30
and then
right
it's
now.
and we're like, oh, we're gonna be done by midnight because we're doing 2 podcasts tonight.
Yes.
Spoiler, we
Yeah.
don't actually do them all week by week.
Yeah, what a shock. We record. How many did we record before we even released the first episode?
Probably like 8 or 9.
Yeah, we had a lot.
Yeah,
You think she's decompressing in her car?
I don't know.
That's what's going on.
probably.
There it is.
Hi. Yeah, you can come in. You're fine. We're ranking White Claw flavors.
Oh, okay.
There's 11,
That's fun.
I think. 12.
There's like 11 or 12.
How many are you having?
Well, we're not gonna drink
Well,
all of them.
that's what we have.
the Dixie cups.
Yeah, we're drinking
So
12
you're
full
chugging
White
12 White Claws.
We have Dixie cups. It's we're being
Is there
responsible.
a mango one in it? I see a yellow.
Yeah, do you want one?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. Oh God!
All right, so we are back. It's been about an hour.
yeah, we just did a nice harmonization. I wish we would have been recording for
Yeah,
that.
we did a little Grease Lightning harmonization.
It was
Maybe
not Grease Lightning. You're the one that I want.
well from Grease. Maybe at some point we'll reprise it and do a little edition for you.
Maybe
Yeah. So
we
did
had
we even
one.
talk about Tangerine?
Yeah, we said it was okay.
Okay, just
We
not,
said it. The flavor was not
great.
pronounced.
Okay.
Very weak flavor.
We're gonna move on to blackberry, which I don't know that I've
blackberry.
had.
Now, see, the buy drinks, blackberry lime
Is the best,
is the best flavor, I think.
right? You know, that's subtle, but I actually enjoy that.
It's pleasant. It's not as pronounced as like the buy drink is, but it's a subtle flavor, and it is pleasing.
Pleasing to the taste and touch.
And the teeth, the lips, tip of the tongue, teeth of the lips. Why did you just look at me like that?
Nothing.
Okay. You didn't like my comment?
Oh, I loved it.
Okay. It didn't look like love to me. Alright, what's next?
Let's do Ruby Grapefruit.
Now, see, I have had this one.
I have 2.
Are you a grapefruit connoisseur yourself? Of the fruit itself?
I would never just eat a grapefruit by itself.
Okay.
I think it's a little too acidic for my taste.
That's fair.
But I do enjoy like grapefruit flavored things,
Okay.
or if it's like mixed into something.
Okay. I would agree with that.
I'm not totally sure if I know what grapefruit, like what the taste of grapefruit is. If that makes sense.
It's kind of like a citrus fruit.
I'm sorry. Got a little seltzer down the wrong pipe. Because I don't even know what I would compare it to.
Now, see,
Does it taste?
this, it tastes like grapefruit to me.
Right.
Like, the flavor is grapefruit. Grapefruit's kind of like a citrus flavor. It's not as strong as orange or lemon. It's a bit more subtle, like a subtly orange kind of flavor.
right.
This is a flavor I have had of White Claw multiple times.
Yeah. No, I've had it too.
It's a flavor that I have liked in the past.
Let's do
What do you want next?
lemon.
Let's do
I just
lemon.
kind of want to get it out of
Just
the
get
way.
the citrus. Keep going with the citrus flavors. It's like Pop Rocks.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you put Pop Rocks. When we were kids, they told us if you put Pop Rocks and then drink Coke, your stomach would explode.
We still did it anyway.
We still did it anyways because we like to live life dangerously.
My middle name is Danger.
That's pretty much what I expected. See, here's the thing, like, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of lemon flavored things. I love fresh lemon, like, on anything. But when lemon flavor, just something is off about it.
I would agree with that. So I like lemon in things. Like lemon combined with other flavors works for me.
Yeah.
But just lemon itself is like a hard flavor to get right.
I'm thinking of like lemon Airheads.
Yeah.
Like it's just a weird. We should rank Airheads at some point.
Yeah.
Not Airheads, sorry. Warheads.
Oh God, Warheads. Oh, I'm gonna.
My tongue would be destroyed.
Yeah, my tongue would be like sandpaper.
Just leave it at that. Okay.
All right. It was okay.
Yeah, I mean it's refreshing, but at the same time, the lemon flavor is just not necessarily my favorite thing.
Yeah, let's do pineapple. Sounds good. Let's do pineapple.
Okay. I've never had pineapple. I think this is a newer one.
I've never had pineapple either.
I'm pretty sure pineapple's newer.
It must be. Yeah, Listen to that fizzle.
Fizzle, fizzle, pop, pop. Crack, snap, pop, pop.
Crack. Say crack again.
Crack, snap. Wait, what is it? Crack, snap.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Snap, crackle, pop. Rice Krispies.
Snaps, crack, pop. Crack
Snaps,
cocaine.
L. Say crack again.
I'm a pusher.
I like to push. Oh, it immediately smells like pineapple.
I'm not mad about that one.
No, that's one where I can definitely taste the pineapple. You could smell
Certainly.
it. It comes through. Mm-hmm. And it's like really a light, subtle pineapple flavor,
It's not overbearing.
but it's nice.
It's not like you're biting into a thick, juicy slab of pineapple.
Okay.
The flavor is not as strong as just eating pure pineapple. Chunks of pineapple.
I agree. But it's definitely it's a nice, lovely flavor.
It is. It's a subtle flavor. It's pretty nice.
We're, 5 in? I'm not feeling anything.
Well, we've also been drinking
Yeah.
like a shot's worth of seltzer, which is not a lot.
Okay. I'm going to pick black cherry, which I've
Okay.
had plenty of times.
Nice. Black cherry might have been the first flavor I
So I think
had.
the original box was black
cherry.
cherry, grapefruit,
I think lime.
lime, and
Yeah.
raspberry.
Raspberry,
maybe,
that sounds
were
right.
like the original.
Because I was like, I'm pretty sure those are the flavors I've had the most of.
This actually reminds me quite a bit of the wild cherry Capri Sun
Yeah. It is kind of similar to
flavor.
that in a way.
But I mean, that's definitely like nice.
Yeah, I think it works here in a way it doesn't work when you're combining vodka and Capri Sun. The seltzer, I think, the bubbly-ness of it helps. It's like a nice subtle flavor. Certainly I've had it many times.
And it's like cherry's not necessarily my favorite flavor ever, but I
Yeah.
think in this version of a drink it works.
It works, yeah.
All right, so next is mango, which I don't think I've had the mango.
I don't think I've had mango either. I don't dislike it, but in a general sense, I've never been huge on mango flavor. Except for Haichu mango. That one's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Just as a fruit and in a general sense, I've never been huge on mango, so I think it's more of
Like
that.
a personal preference.
Yeah, I think it's more just me not really loving mango. It wasn't bad though.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. It's not bad. It's just not a lot there.
Right. And like if you were someone who loved mango, like that would be
Right, that
One
would
for
probably be a
you.
drink you liked.
yeah. That's why I shotgunned one beer in my life and I almost
again.
died
Never again.
because I like can't burp. Yeah, for a beer Olympics, so
Right.
it was required. Our team won. You know, it was essentially whoever's team shotguns a beer the quickest
You can't be a loser.
wins. Yeah, I wasn't gonna let my team down, so I did it. But I was like, I thought I was gonna die for about 2 minutes after.
Last 4, final stretch.
4 more.
Let's
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
do
7,
lime
8,
because I've
9,
had
10.
lime.
Okay. So if these were variety packs of 4, what
So
was
the
repeat?
duplicate-
Yeah, what was the repeat?
I want to say either pineapple or raspberry.
Okay.
Was in 2 of them.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, because the way I had to buy it was I wasn't gonna buy just a pack of
Right.
one of them.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so this is it's natural lime.
Natural.
This is the only one that said natural. So the rest aren't natural, I
No.
guess.
It's fake.
Yeah, so I had this one last night. This one to me just tastes like watered down Sprite.
It is kind of like a lemon lime soda-esque flavor.
Got a little bit of that syrupy taste.
But I just like lime.
Yeah.
Like lime flavored things.
No, it's pleasant for
it's
sure.
a pleasant flavor.
It's very refreshing.
It reminds me of a popsicle.
Yeah.
Like it's got that like sugary popsicle flavor.
Right. And I think if I was gonna have to drink like multiple White Claws, like lime would be one of the easier ones I think to drink.
Yeah, I think so. I would agree with that.
They're all starting to seem like the same drink. What do you want to do next?
So either strawberry or raspberry, and then
Let's do
watermelon in the
raspberry.
middle. Okay.
I want to end with strawberry since I've never had
Yeah.
it.
My stomach is just like
I know.
just like fizzing.
Not happy with me right now. Me tummy is a sickle.
Tummy is sequel.
Tummy speaking to me. Blah. I mean, that one definitely has like a nice flavor.
Yeah. Probably raspberries are my favorite fruit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always a big fan of raspberry flavoring. And it's like nice and subtle. This is the one I drank yesterday. and
Right.
It's just like a nice, subtle flavor. It's not too overpowering. Like, it doesn't taste too sweet. Just nice.
You know what's weird? I just thought about this. One of the... I don't remember what show it was. I want to say it was Lost. And one of the only scenes I remember
Razzle
was
Dazzle.
Razzle Dazzle.
That is certainly from Lost. Razzle Dazzle. Oh, my stomach
Sorry.
hurts. I can't keep laughing.
I don't... I'm not
Oh.
going to drink any more of these after.
No, we'll just slow drink it. Because we're just chugging it. That's why it's not sitting. Because we're
Sitting well in my
chugging. We're
stomach.
chugging shots worth of White Claw in like 20 minutes. No, yeah, that's like I knew this was gonna happen. We're on through
Let's just power through
Yeah.
because
Uh-huh.
that way... Okay, this is watermelon.
And we can just like casually drink
Right.
the open ones.
Okay, so watermelon.
That was a nice can.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was a good solid one. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I've made up my mind.
How could this
This
happen
happened
to
to
me?
me.
Made my mistake.
I mean, it was our mistake. We made it. That's how it happened.
That's true. Oh, it's right
Okay.
in the stomach.
Okay, that is not good.
The fact that we both made the same face and looked at each other after taking one sip says it all.
I had really high hopes.
Me too, I
because
like
I love
watermelon.
watermelon. And I actually think a lot of watermelon candy like flavor tastes good. Like Jolly Rancher watermelons are amazing.
So this tastes like cantaloupe.
Yeah, and I hate
Right?
cantaloupe.
And I'm not a big fan of cantaloupe. This doesn't taste like watermelon. It tastes like cantaloupe honeydew.
Yeah, like a mix.
Yeah, like it's not good.
Oh, that's not
Oh,
pleasant.
that might be my least favorite.
Spoiler.
Well, I mean, considering that's the only one we both looked at each other and made a sour face at each other, I don't think it's a surprise.
Okay. Last but not least is strawberry.
Strawberry. So I have not had strawberry.
No, and I'm actually pretty excited about
Me
this
too.
one.
I like a good strawberry. I know it's
My
hard.
stomach
I know.
is just like...
We might need to take a little.
Yeah, I need a little break before
little
we...
sit break before you rank. I wish there was more flavor.
It's almost like you get a hint of it and it tastes decent, but it's not strong enough.
This is kind of similar to the tangerine, where it's just not really a flavor.
Just barely there.
It's barely there. And because I like strawberry flavor. It's not strong enough.
My stomach is like...
It's like burning. No.
It almost tastes like I've taken like 5 shots and it's just...
Okay, here's the thing that's interesting.
Intestines.
Now, when we did our mixed drink childhood taste test, our problem wasn't that we drank too much, it was that the alcohol content was so high.
That it hit us so quick. I feel
quickly.
nothing right now.
This one, I don't have any, I'm not
No.
buzzed. It's just I'm so full of carbonated
I
beverage
just feel sick.
that my stomach feels full.
This actually might be harder than the last one, just because
Yeah, I
of the
know.
fact that I'm like... I mean, it doesn't help it with our diet today.
No, eating hot dogs and Chinese food, potato salad.
We really did not think that one through.
No, we really did not. Okay, I need to sit on. Well, we should stop our
Yeah,
recording
we're
for a
gonna-
little bit.
we're gonna take a
We're
pause.
gonna go try to compose ourselves. What we've learned is that chugging a lot of hard seltzer in a short period of time is not great.
No bueno. I can't laugh, I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god.
This is a bad idea. Why did we do this yesterday? Oh god. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna pause the recording and we'll be back with our ranking in a bit. Okay, we've recovered. We took a little break, sampled a few to get a proper reading since there's 11 flavors and they're all very subtle, so it's like sometimes you are unsure of what you tasted in comparison to the last thing you tasted. So
Right.
we finalized our lists. We picked one to just sip on for a bit. Maybe I'll get another one after I finish this one. We'll see. But now we'll drink them at an appropriate speed.
Leisurely pace.
A leisurely pace. Pro tip for anyone out there: drinking 11 shots worth of White Claw in quick succession is not pleasant
Not
for your
recommended.
body.
10 out of 10 would not recommend.
10 out of 10 would not recommend. Oh, it's really...
It's quite the experience.
It's quite the experience.
Okay. Would you like to start?
Sure. So, for number 11, I have watermelon.
I also have watermelon for number 11.
Watermelon flavor just was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, there was really nothing there.
And the fact that we both took a sip, looked at each other, and made a similar face. Oh my god, my nose just filled with carbonation. I was trying to hold it down. The fact that we both took one sip, looked at each other, and both made a similar sour-looking face and immediately started laughing was enough for me to know that that was the worst one.
Yeah, that's telling.
And it was very not watermelon and more like melon. Like cantaloupe, honeydew.
Yeah.
So wasn't a fan.
Yeah.
You know anything else to add? Or
No, that's it.
Okay, so number 10 I did tangerine.
I also did tangerine for number 10.
It just like didn't really have a flavor. It was kind of bitter.
It was almost like if you just took a glass of water and spritzed a little orange. Like
yeah.
a little shot of orange in there.
So it was reminding me of LaCroix, which is like, I don't really like LaCroix because it has like no flavor and I'm not into that. Alright, so number 9 I did strawberry.
I also did strawberry for number 9.
For similar reasons to tangerine, there just wasn't enough flavor, but it wasn't as unpleasant as tangerine.
I think if there had been more, it would have been really good, actually.
Yeah, because I really like strawberry flavor.
Because the subtle hints you got were decent.
Yeah, it just like wasn't strong.
It wasn't there.
So number 8, I did lemon.
I also did lemon as number 8.
Well, I didn't dislike it. I just feel like lemon itself is a hard flavor to do well, and to just drink straight lemon is not something that I generally like.
Yeah, I agree.
Moving on. Number 7, I did mango.
I also did mango for number 7.
When's the last time we've had a list this close as this?
I mean, I'm not horribly surprised because I feel like there's a clear bottom and top tier in this one.
Yeah, but I expected maybe some variation.
Yeah, it's kind of a little freaky.
So mango, simply because I'm not a huge fan of mango flavor. The flavor itself was nice.
I was gonna say the flavor was pleasant. I'm not a huge fan.
I'm just not a huge fan of mango in a general sense. So, number 6, I did black cherry. Same, or we finally okay. So normally I do like black cherry flavoring. Like the Bai drinks, I really like the black cherry flavor of the Bai drinks. I just think that this one is good, but it's not my favorite flavor of White Claw.
That's fair. Number 6, I went with grapefruit.
Okay.
Simply because I do like the flavor. I'm just not a huge fan of grapefruit.
Which is fair,
So I think that's why it went lower.
So for number 5, I did lime.
I also have lime as 5.
So lime is a flavor that I do like, but I don't think I would love it. Like, I could drink one, and I wouldn't drink more than one flavored lime.
Yeah. I mean, to me, like, lime is one of those ones that I think is easier to drink.
It is an easy flavor to drink.
So I think I probably could drink more of them. I just, out of the ones I had left, it's probably my least, like, favorite flavor of the remaining.
Number 4, I did blackberry.
Yeah, I did blackberry number 4.
Okay. So I really like the blackberry flavor. It's subtle. It's very nice. It's just when I retasted about 4 of them, and I just picked based on what I thought the best flavor was, so that ended up being 4th. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a good flavor.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is I'm not a huge fan of blackberries, like, in the fruit in general.
See, I really like blackberries.
Like, I only like them if I'm going to have them mixed in, like, a fruit salad. But for some reason, I really like blackberry flavor because I love the the Bai drink.
Yeah, the Bai blackberry lime is the best flavor.
So I think I like the flavor more than I like the actual fruit.
Okay. Number 3, I did grapefruit. So I actually really like grapefruit flavoring. That's the one I picked to drink, is grapefruit, ruby grapefruit. I think it's because I used to really like Squirt. So I like grapefruit flavor, and it's very nice. And I'm not huge on super sweet things as an adult anymore, so I like a little bit of like a soury kind of flavor.
Right. Number 3, I went with raspberry. I really like raspberries. It's like you said, it's one of my favorite fruits, and I love everything that's like raspberry flavor for the most part tastes pretty good, I think. I think it's like nice and refreshing. Like if I were just picking like maybe if I could only pick one drink to have and I was going to be like drinking that the whole day like out on a boat or something, I would probably take the raspberry Because I think it's the easiest one to drink.
Yeah. So number 2, I put raspberry, and it's a very similar reason. I think if I could only pick one flavor to drink, I'd pick raspberry because it's not an overbearing flavor. It's very nice. It's very subtle, and it tastes good. Mm-hmm. But I didn't rank it as number 1 for a specific reason. Yeah. And I will get to that when we get there.
So number 2, I actually did black cherry, which I don't remember black cherry being one of my favorites, but I don't know. There's something about the flavor. Like, cherry's not necessarily one of my favorite flavors, but in this context, in this sort of drink, I think it actually works really well. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of when we mixed the cherry with the vodka and the childhood drinks, but I think in this, like, seltzer form, it works out well.
Number 1, pineapple. Yeah. Now, the pineapple flavor is the best flavor of these drinks. I don't necessarily think I would drink multiple of pineapple, but solely basing it on the taste, pineapple's the best.
Yeah, I think it's the one that tastes most like the actual fruit.
Like the fruit, I agree.
Like, I think they got the flavor the best on that one. And I think it's, like, really... pineapple's, like, a really refreshing fruit.
It is. It's a very pleasing fruit.
The issue I have with pineapple and, like, flavor is that, for some reason, every time I eat pineapple with other foods, I feel like it mutes the flavors. Like, it kind of draws away from the other flavors. So I don't necessarily like to eat pineapple that much unless I'm going to eat it by itself. But I think in, like, a drink form, it works. Do you want to just run through again?
Sure. Should I do numbers or just run
You can just go.
List?
Just do bottom to...
So starting from my bottom to the top of my list, I have watermelon, tangerine, strawberry, lemon, mango, black cherry, lime, blackberry, grapefruit, raspberry, and then pineapple is number 1.
And then mine would be last: watermelon, tangerine, strawberry, lemon, mango, grapefruit, lime, blackberry, raspberry, black cherry, and pineapple. Yeah, I think we've learned... I think, though, like, White Claws, like we said, it's not necessarily a drink that I want to have multiple of, necessarily.
Here's
the way I see it. Or do you think it is because it's easier to drink?
It's like, if I'm at a, like, outdoor gathering, like a party or, you know, like, something outdoorsy, White Claws are, like, a pretty good option.
I guess it's nice because you can drink multiple and not just, like, feel it right away.
Because the problem I have is if I drink too much beer, I just, like, feel too full.
Right, your stomach.
And then my stomach feels sick.
Yeah.
And the same thing, like, if you drink a lot of hard liquor, mixed drinks, like, you get really drunk. So this is, like, a good medium where you can drink multiple... You don't feel, like, full and gross. I mean, if you're chugging 11 shots worth,
you're not gonna feel
if
good.
you're chugging it, your stomach's just...
But if you're just drinking it throughout the day...
If you're just sipping it and drinking it, I think it can be a really nice thing. It also works really well for drinking games.
Right.
Because you don't have to, like, you're sipping it at a time.
And you're not going to get, like, drunk right away. We just wanted to tap into our inner...
White girl.
Basic white girl.
Our basic white girl personas.
Yeah.
Since, we're coming up to spring... We're both now fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
So we can party responsibly.
Yes. There's a limit, but
yes.
It's, it'll be nice to actually be able to do some things, like have a little bit return to normalcy.
Smaller gatherings of sorts.
This is like our introduction to spring.
Yeah. It is.
For sure.
When's the first day of spring already?
Yeah, it already happened.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
But you know what's coming up? Next week? The perfect date, Hannah.
April.
Describe your perfect date.
I would say my perfect date is April 28th? 25th. Because it's not too hot and it's not too cold and all you need is a light jacket.
Yes. We always love it, Miss America.
Miss United States. She's beauty.
She's beauty and she's grace.
And she's grace. And she's queen of 50 states.
She's friends with everyone she meets.
She loves her neighborhood. I think we're out of... She cares for all that's good.
She loves her neighborhood.
She's beauty and she's grace. She's Miss.
Raise the crown up to the sky.
Raise it to the sky.
She's Miss United States.
Yes. That was Stan Fields.
Stan Fields, everyone.
I think I'm starting to feel a little bit.
I'm like a little buzzed.
Yeah, now I'm feeling it. Okay.
All right, well, we're going to take a little break, drink some more White Claws, and then we're going to record another episode.
We're recording next week's episode, which a little teaser. No, that's too obvious.
That's too obvious.
That's what I was going to say, too.
We're going to be sipping on gin and juice.
Yep.
You can interpret that however you want to.
Yeah. But thank you for listening. And if you feel that our White Claw opinions are wrong, which they probably are, because pretty much every opinion we have is wrong, you can let us know.
If there are more flavors that we don't know about, you can let us know.
Yeah.
And we can certainly add those to the list, try those out.
Mm-hmm. We have our email, our Instagram, there's Twitter. However you want to reach us.
If you would like to comment on anything, if you want to comment on our poor decision making of chugging a bunch of seltzer, feel free to do so. Or if you don't like our crude content sometimes, our slightly crude content sometimes, and you're offended, sure, tell us.
Let us know.
Let us know. If you hated our alphabet episode, let us know.
I kind of hated it as I was listening back.
Just a little bit.
All right, but see you next time.
See ya.
Bye. We would like to thank Joseph McDade for our intro music. He provides free music available for all kinds of creative use. The song that we used is called Sunrise Expedition, and you can find it and his other music on his website, josephmcdade.com. If you would like to reach us, you can email us at r3podcasts@gmail.com. That's R, the number 3, podcasts@gmail.com. Or you can find us on Instagram by searching Research Rank Repeat.